We're seeing if this actually works. No one can tell
yet.
It
Should be connected.
It should be connected. Ooh, first time popping in. This Blu-ray since I bought it years ago says jar.
Robert, I've never seen this movie before. Robert, you're now banned from doing
Don't ban him. You know you want to be here.
You know, from my podcast, you're banned from being.
What? Oh, look at this awful camera, this terrible lighting. We're in our in the new Laser Time Studios with no lights at all. There's no above light. We only have lamps. It's really bad. And they can see the little sheets on the wall. This is awful. I didn't want the camera to be here. Hi, everybody. Can you guys see the chat? Let me pop it out. There it is.
There we go.
We see you. Shower curtain confirmed, says Caleb Hale. Yes. Later Time East Coast Edition, says John Wheel goes. At 9 o'clock. Special guest joining us.
Hi.
TL.
Hi. I'm TL Foster. I'm from the P&B Podcast Network. And I'm also a mod in this Laser Time Facebook group.
And you're not close enough to the mic.
I'm not close enough. I have to get back into. So not used to
I'm
like this.
fatter than I'd like. Just want to say that I have not seen myself on a stream in some time, and I got a nice little tit sweat going. And that's Sammy. If you've never seen Sammy, hi Sammy.
Hey there.
We are big fans of this movie, are we not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
John Wheelgo says you're not kidding about the shower curtain. No, we were not. You said it's one of your favorite movies, and
Yes.
And at the time, I didn't know this was coming up in 2010. My family and I just decided to watch it, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to watch it with everybody. It is a hard R, and if you don't own it on DVD or haven't watched it on like HBO, you forget that because
Yeah.
it plays on basic cable all the time. But it's there's a lot of fucking cursing in this movie.
There's a lot of cursing in this movie. There's a lot of tits in this movie. And so I had watched this movie a lot on USA. So when I first bought it on DVD 10 years ago now,
You end up shocked, like,
yeah, it's like, wait,
he said that?
there's tits in this movie? Huh? So yeah.
So yeah, and before we ramble on a little more, we are paused. Wow, this will date Paramount for quite a while. We are paused 15 seconds into our file. We are paused right when Paramount and a Gulf and Western company become fully visible on the Paramount logo, and a little light on the left of the screen. I'm guessing it's Neverland.
Or the North Star.
Or a beacon from Zamunda, because it will fade. Like we will travel right across this mountain, which Indiana Jones establishes in Hawaii. You remember Indiana Jones? It opens up with this mountain.
In Hawaii.
You guys are looking at me like I'm fucking nuts.
I know what you're
Indiana
talking
Jones
about,
opens
but-
up. That's where they shot the movie.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
like Indiana Jones opens up with that mountain, and it you can see it in real life, but it's not quite there. I don't know where we are, but this movie is fucking awesome. And I don't know if I'm correct on this, TL, but if you're lucky enough to have seen Eddie Murphy on SNL, like you get it. That's why I'm so excited even when he's in a horrible movie with playing multiple characters, I get excited because he was so fucking good at that.
Yeah.
And that had happened in Trading Places, but he was doing that as his character.
Right.
It wasn't like another person Eddie Murphy was playing. It's Eddie Murphy's character was doing impressions.
It was Billy Valiant, like, doing the whole, like, hey,
Right.
Billy Valentine, sorry, doing the whole, I'm different people, like,
Yeah.
that whole thing. But, yeah, this is the first time, so I know, we'll probably get to this when we get more, but I know John Landis was like, hey, I saw White Like Me, which is one of Eddie Murphy's
It is one of my
greatest
favorite
sketches.
lines that I can never. What a silly. And he grabs a pile of money. It's so good.
But he was like, I thought Eddie should be able to do more stuff. And, yeah, so even, we'll talk about it when we get to the barbershop scene, but yeah, it's a tour, to me, it's Eddie Murphy's best movie because it is a tour de force of what Eddie can do. He can be serious.
Yeah.
He can be hilarious. He can play all these different comedy characters. It's such a really, really good movie. I think the only other thing I like...
Prince Akeem, that character, he doesn't do anything funny.
No, he's not funny at all.
He allows other people to be funny around him, and everyone gets to shine. It's fucking awesome.
Right.
And then he gets to fucking outshine everybody as all these other characters, and it's astonishing. Better than Shrek? Yes, Connor Wade. We almost banned him for that.
Hey, Kayla. I have to say hi to Kayla and Robert, both people from my podcast.
What up, Caleb? Seeing a lot of familiar faces. Thank you for joining us again. I wasn't sure if anybody still wanted to do these, but yeah, I'm glad we're still here. So we are not seeing the Bay Area. Look, I'm a Bay Area crew. Come on, and whatever, get used to it. It's not like we can't pipe them in at some point, but this is just what we're gonna do for the time being.
Enjoy the Florida boys.
Well, how about this? It's about 5 minutes in. You guys ready to get started? Snazzy one made it. That was a question for you guys. You ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Can you see? I want to make sure you can see the chat. Is that good?
Yeah, it's a little bit far from here, but I'll be okay.
Like, your mic is kind of in my way, but I'm good. I can see
Son
the
of a bitch.
bottom, but I can see the bottom, so that's
Son
fine.
of a bitch. Okay, we are 15 seconds into our file. We are paused right at the Paramount logo when a Paramount and a Gulf and Western company fully comes into view. It slowly fades in next to the copyright logo, and for some reason there is a blinking star over on the left.
Yeah,
It
it's
slowly
like the
fades in
North.
as well.
It's like the North Star.
It might be part of Zamunda, because watch how this fades in, because I had to sync this up. All right, you guys, get ready. We're going to count down to 1, and on 1, I need you to unpause your file. Remember, 15 seconds in, right when a Gulf and Western company comes in underneath the Paramount logo. You ready? Here we go. Prepare to hit unpause. 3, 2, 1. Unpause. Oh, I might have to turn this up. Bear with me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here is hopefully not Paul Simon. Why
So
am I hearing
it's
myself?
the sun. So that's what
Yeah.
the light was. It was the sun. Right? Yeah.
A weem whip, a weem whip.
So I watched Black Panther while waiting.
You had a great double feature today.
So yeah, I'm getting a lot of the African vibe. What's funny is how Black Panther opens is very much akin to the opening to this movie. So I can see Ryan Coogler is like, oh hey, I'm going to borrow this from Coming to America, like the opening to Africa where they're coming through. It's basically the same way.
Hey now, hey man, Alan.
Hey,
And I want to say, if you want to own the ultimate piece of movie memorabilia, find this matte painting. This matte painting of Zamunda.
I want to go to Zamunda.
Isn't that great?
Oh,
Fucking love this shit.
so
Frankie Faison.
so Frank Faison, remind me. What I love about this movie is most of your favorite black actors started in this movie.
Really?
Yes.
Frankie Faison?
Frankie Faison had been in movies before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Samuel L. Jackson in my life.
So
I'm
this is
pretty
Samuel
sure.
Jackson. I think Samuel Jackson's first big movie. Not his first movie, but his first big movie.
Look at that matting. God damn it.
There's Tracy Ellis Ross is in this movie, who is the mom from Blackish, but she was also in Girlfriends Forever. Like there's a lot of weird, not weird, but a lot of good cameos. But
DMB Junkie, I did not dislike Life. I liked it a lot. I own it on DVD.
Life is
Oh, you're right.
I love
He's
Life so much.
right. Cuba Gooding Jr. is I think a non-speaking role in this. Right?
Doesn't talk.
He gets his haircut in this movie.
Gets his haircut. Gets a free haircut. And wears a wig, I'm guessing. I don't think Cuba Gooding Jr.
No,
is
I
that
mean,
soul glowy.
Have you seen Omar Gooding, his brother? Like they do
Haven't
have.
seen Omar Gooding. Oh, my goodness.
They do have.
Look,
they
story
do
by
have-
Eddie Murphy. I don't believe another movie contains that credit. Maybe something on Nutty Professor. But Eddie Murphy came up with this movie, wanted to make it. I want him to want to make the movies that he makes. Instead, he just takes a paycheck nowadays.
I think he also has a story by Harlem Nights, maybe.
Oh, that's right. I think so too.
Yeah.
You didn't have anything to do with Boomerang?
No,
okay.
it's just a good movie.
And that's like 2 years after this.
92.
Or,
Boomerang is
like
92,
okay, so
yeah.
like 4 years after this.
Oh, it's like the Red Wedding.
So this guy's low key my favorite person in this whole
Right.
movie.
I started singing the other day, and like you guys didn't get it. Now you looked at me like I was fucking nuts.
Sorry.
Can you hand me a beer?
Yeah. Which one?
Proof, baby. Shout out to Tallahassee's own Proof Brewery. My friends met Cuba Gooding Jr. in a bar in Sydney. Nice guy, apparently. See, this is how I wake up every day, except with an assistant, flower girls, and a band. It's just one boner. Can any of you actually sleep like that on your back?
No.
On your
No.
chest?
So she was in the Jamie Foxx show.
Really?
Yeah. So the first one is she plays Francie on the Jamie Foxx show. I have a lot of black pop culture trivia.
I remember reading in like in big city markets, like the Jamie Foxx show would kick the shit out of Home Improvement, but for all intents and purposes, Home Improvement was the biggest show in the country, except where people lived.
Jamie Foxx show. It's actually a really good show. Garrett Morris is in that show.
Is that why he wasn't on Martin anymore?
I think so. Yeah. Well, they had already written him off of Martin a while ago.
I thought he died, but he did get shot. He got like while filming Martin.
Did he really?
He didn't get shot on the set of Martin.
No, but he got shot while filming Martin.
Yeah, Garrett Morris really got shot. I remember because I saw him in like a hospital bed in Entertainment Tonight. Hope I lived through this, and he even did like a hard of hearing thing. I hope I get through the old SNL joke.
I remember.
This guy rules, and I think he's the only cast member to make it on the Tommy Davidson Coming to America TV pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the only cast member that appears in the movies. This I have in an issue of Playboy Ann Lewis gave me that has Jessica Rabbit on the cover. She's not in the magazine. But all it is Mr. Skin the issue. It's just nudity from movies. And this is blown up to 2 pages.
See, I have not seen the made-for-TV version very much. So was this completely eliminated or reshot?
Yeah, no,
for
it
TV?
wasn't. That it goes right to this scene.
Okay.
So after he uses the master scene, it goes right to this scene.
Yeah,
Carter
that was
Wade,
probably planned that way.
Carter Wade, we have seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, and we talk about it on Bonus Time. So make sure you go
Boom.
to lasertime.com, like patreon.com/lasertime, and
Indeed.
get Bonus Time.
Unguided massages, Adam's apple.
To be so opulent,
Yeah.
it's so great.
Oh, he's got to get the undercarriage washed.
We need a Pluto Nash sequel. Don't at me. No, fuck that.
I think that's the only irredeemable thing I think Eddie Murphy's done that I can think of.
Have you seen Meet Dave?
I haven't, but I figured since I've seen Norbit, I can clear just about any.
So I
hurdle.
don't think Norbert is. I think Norbert's bad, but it would be like if you call that the third Nutty Professor movie, it would be fine.
Right. And I love the both Nutty Professor movies. More beautiful paintings. Is this designed by like John Landis' wife?
Yeah. So
Really?
his wife did a lot of the designs for the costumes, and I think also the design for the hotel and not a hotel, but the palace and everything was all done by her.
Sigh. Remember when James Earl Jones was in movies? Not just appeared in one Star Wars movie?
Well, he's
Yeah.
going to be in the new Lion King movie.
They're not replacing him?
No,
The
Why
one guy
would
they're not
you
replacing.
He is, as you can see, he is the Lord of Africa. Why would you ever replace James Earl Jones?
Well, it's weird. I'm kind of ignorant of his career after Doctor Strangelove. Between then and when he did
James Earl Jones?
Yeah, he's one of the pilots.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and one of the B-52 pilots.
The Great White Hope, I think, is his big breakthrough.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he did a lot of Broadway stuff. I know, so other than Great White Hope, his big thing was Fences, because he's
Right,
He
on-
plays,
really?
he
On
did.
stage.
He's Denzel's
Okay.
role in Fences. And let me say this, as a guy who's had a terrifying black father for most of my life, he is the most terrifying black father I've ever seen in a play in Fences. Like it's just like I can't watch that.
Wow. The first thing I remember seeing him in as a kid, I mean, I'm sure I heard him in Star Wars, but he was in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah,
He's got long ass
yeah.
hair. He's like the antagonist.
See, I was going to say Field of Dreams, and like I remember
Oh,
watching it with
that's
my
right.
dad, and like, that is Darth Vader. That's just Darth Vader. And he's like, yeah, I think it is.
Vampire in Brooklyn. I love Vampire in Brooklyn. So
As he once says, Dr. Strangelove, you say.
Yeah.
Can you recognize his avatar?
Oh, no, I can't see it from here.
Peter Sellers.
Oh, gotcha.
I love, especially Eddie Murphy this era. So
That's
obviously,
right. This is CNN.
yeah, obviously I love this movie. Beverly Hills Cop is the first movie like I ruined a VHS watching it 20 million times. I
really
love
good.
that movie as well.
Martin Brest, secretly one of the best directors of all time, and his last movie was Gigli. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't get past that one film.
Have you
Yeah.
actually seen that movie? I've never
No,
seen it.
No, I
Really?
haven't. But I've seen
Yeah,
fucking
I've never
Midnight
seen
Run
it.
1,000 times. It's amazing.
That's right.
Sandlot, baby, says Mark Halser, seeing James Earl Jones for the first time.
I read the movie. It's taken me not just to quote this movie over and over.
I mean, I guess that's a commentary.
I can't even remember The Exorcist 2.
I don't think I've seen it.
That's like because people don't hate Exorcist 3; they hate Exorcist 2 and everything after that. And I don't want to posit that again. They were talking about this being Wakanda's favorite movie. I'm like, if Wakanda was real, wouldn't they be offended by all of this?
Well, so it's a dichotomy, right? It's the
Yeah.
two. It's the two. Wakanda is a monarchy, but they work for the people.
Right.
They are a monarchy.
These people have
and
some
it's,
fucking problems.
I want all the money.
Yeah, these people are like days away from an uprising.
I absolutely don't want any political news. The only political news I want to know about is the hierarchy in the land of Zamunda.
Yeah, don't date this with the SCOTUS pick.
So one thing I take offense to.
Tell me more about Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall is a really good comedic actor. And he's a really good comedian. Mm-hmm. I took offense to, on 30-2010, you said you didn't understand why he was in here because he only did certain roles and he wasn't
This
really
is
great.
such a big role. Though.
Yeah.
Who else would you have gotten?
I don't know, but like, what had Arsenio Hall done at this point?
But so there wasn't a lot of huge African American comedians at the time that were showcased like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You think about it. Chris
No,
Rock.
you're right, you're right.
Chris Rock is like 3 years. Arsenio
Rock
Hall
is-
was like as a big stand up was 3 years, and he was like,
Sweat from a baboon. That shit gets cut out. Keep going,
oh
Trey.
no, he says sweat from baboons. He says baboons backside in the USA one. But no, Arsenio Hall was really huge, and I think
Where?
in 2 years in black communities.
I mean, like after this, he got the Arsenio
Arsenio
show,
Hall,
like,
but
right
that's
after
not
this.
based off this. That was because he was a really good comedian and he tested well.
I've not seen any of his comedy that I liked, but he's a good host.
Yes, I mean people don't like. Have you seen a Mark Curry?
Like Jimmy Fallon's a great talk show host.
Yeah.
I just don't find him that funny.
I think. Have you seen a good Mark Curry?
Yes.
Stand up.
I don't know why I love fucking Mark Curry. I really do.
No, I mean I say that as a fan of Mark Curry and like in Sinbad.
I was excited to see him in Armageddon.
But I mean, and you guys are going to talk about Sinbad next year on 30-2010 because
Sinbad's Pajama Jam?
No, Sinbad gets his his big break on A Different World.
No, he
on
was
the
already
second
big.
season. No, dude, that was his big acting break. Was
And
A Different-
but I checked. He's on the first season of Different World.
No, he's not. Well,
In a
he's,
recurring-
Walter is a bit role.
Yeah.
He's
a full-time cast
Yeah, he
member
gets
second
full time next season. Yes,
Because I associated him with the show like more than I associated Lisa Bonet.
because Walter is one because he's there longer,
Yeah.
and Walter is one of the best characters. Like
Yeah.
he's really good.
Did we ever figure out what got Sinbad kicked off Steven Universe?
Oh, he just quit.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fucked up. He just quit. Okay, so I love this scene in Zamunda because it's the one thing, like, it's a hilarious black thing. This right here, the swap meet guy selling like the very inappropriate, like, oh hey, you're at this event. Here's this officially licensed
Some
T-shirt.
bootleg horseshit.
Like I love it. It's my only favorite thing is going to like a PAX or a Comic-Con and the guys who sell their shitty rap albums to you at the conventions. And the trick is they put it in your hand. You have to give them money. So they will overly aggressively like, here, grab this. Like that's the only thing that's more hilarious to me than that.
Yeah, if you want to make a lot of money, like when I'm putting my hands up when someone's holding a CD at me, just go for my wallet.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned in one of the comments there, I totally forgot that James Earl Jones was played the Admiral in all of those Tom Clancy movies. Like Hunt for
All
Red
the-
October, all
he
three of
did?
them. Yeah, he died in like not the Ben Affleck or anything after that, but the first three.
I know
the Harrison Ford and
Present
Alec
Dangers
Baldwin.
and
Yeah,
Patriot Games.
that's totally right.
And he was also the captain in Best of the Best, a movie I really liked as a little kid.
Which one was that?
There are 5 of them. I think they have.
Wait.
Oh,
is Best
yeah,
of the Best-
yeah.
is that
I know
the-
what you're talking
Is that
about.
the one where like Bananue, Bananue, Banana?
No, what is that? Who's that guy?
The Capoeira.
With Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No. John Claude Van Damme's not in the Capoeira one.
No. He did start with the Jenga.
I love this fake out. This is a hilarious fake out.
It's the Prince from Katamari. It is an Eric Roberts.
Yeah, Eric Roberts. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
And I think they cut these guys out of King Kong.
No, they're in the USA version.
No, I was making a bad racial joke.
Oh,
Thanks
okay.
Thanks for saving me.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're right.
all these people are making me feel chubby. What's up, Billy Mount?
So I think in like the commentary I saw like they did this. They worked on this dance for like with a choreographer for 3 weeks, I believe. Like, it's a really cool thing that I wish Black Panther would have done a little more of. Just like kind of showing more
Actual African dances.
Yeah.
So I think you heard me say that. I went to the Harambe Festival in Tallahassee every year because my teacher started it or something like that in kindergarten, and that's what all this shit was. It looked like fucking Wakanda. It got to be something I miss seeing. That guy, James Earl Jones, is just wearing a piece of Pee-wee's Playhouse as a crown.
Yes.
I can still never get over the like animal sashes or whatever those are. The people wearing this. I'm hoping they're not real.
Thank you, Stanley. One. Wait, I remember this is Lisa Simpson from the first episode of The Simpsons. Says Mark Kalzer. Boom. Wow. Good reference where you can see Lisa's vajayjay.
All right. So, Connor Way, you say Harambe Festival. Remember, Harambe is one of the things that you use for Kwanzaa. If you're in the Facebook group, I went through a whole week of Kwanzaa after years of Chris Darity. You don't know anything about Kwanzaa. Fuck you, I did.
Let's have a Kwanzaa special this year.
I'm down for that. I can do that.
This is going to be the best Kwanzaa ever.
All right, so...
Oh, and that's what... I can't read that. Is that Donnie Edwards? I appreciate him recognizing my Bookhouse Boys shirt. It's from Twin Peaks.
I don't get love for this New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt.
Look, we're all representing nerd shit.
So she was in. She was also in the show Girlfriends. Like I said, you can look at this movie. Like, there's a UPN actor in almost every frame of this movie.
Wow.
I love this song so much.
Damn, he has a lot of infinity stones in that crown. That is one hell of a tie clasp too. This looks a lot like the scene John Landis film, that Erykah Badu section of Blues Brothers 2000.
Never seen Blues Brothers 2000.
If I ever said I watched Blues Brothers 1,000 times, it was with him. Sam and I watched Blues Brothers a ton. So there.
I've seen Blues Brothers 2000 exactly 0 times.
I saw it once, and it's like really tough to get through.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Billy Mount says, at first I didn't know that John Landis directed this movie. It's weird to read the back and forth, the anger back and forth between him and Eddie Murphy, because John Landis is the first guy to be like, Eddie Murphy belongs in movies, and here's the best way to use him.
Right.
And then John Landis killed a bunch of people on Twilight Zone, and kind of couldn't get work. And Eddie Murphy was like, "Yeah, I remember John Landis. Bring John Landis in the movie. He'll direct Coming to America. He knows me." And they got in a lot of fights. And John Landis described it as like Eddie was awesome on Trading Places, and he was awful and had an entourage of 90,000 people. Was mean, rude, held up shooting, and Eddie Murphy was like, "No, he just treated me like a little kid, like the whole time. Like we wrote this movie, like,
yeah,
and like I hired you to direct it. Like don't second guess me. Like every time we want to do something, like we know how we want this to look."
Yeah, and I mean at this time Eddie Murphy did Beverly Hills Cop,
yeah,
and I did had 48 Hours, like. He had been kind of tried and trusted and true. Like, it would be like if somebody was like, "Hey, Will Smith, after you did Independence Day and Men in Black, let me baby you into a movie."
Yeah, and I think they were both wrong, and they both worked together again in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Sadly, one of the worst movies I've ever.
That was John Landis' movie.
That is John
the third
Landis'
one.
movie.
Wow. Is that like the last movie that Judge Reinhold ever did?
No, Judge Reinhold did
Beethoven 5.
He did like a movie. I was like, wow, he's actually in this movie.
It's never going to top Mock Trial with Judge Hunt.
Mock Trial.
No, the worst Eddie Murphy dig that I ever heard. I think David Spade did that on what was that little Hollywood Minute thing that
That's
he did?
why
What was it
Eddie
called?
Murphy refused to appear on Saturday Night
Yeah,
Live ever
because
again.
Eddie Murphy.
A picture of him pops up and said, "Look, kid, it's a falling star."
Yeah. Oh, a falling
wow.
star. And I remember seeing some documentary, and it said like Eddie Murphy refused to ever speak to David Spade again after that.
He showed up at the 40th anniversary, and it's like, it makes Eddie look bad. It's embarrassing. Chris Rock comes out and like gives a like 9-minute speech on how awesome Eddie Murphy was, how inspiring he was, how he did. Eddie Murphy did host the show while being a cast member on the show. Nobody has ever done that in SNL history.
Right.
And then Eddie Murphy came out like, "Wow, it's good to be here. Thank you so much. Never forget my time here, and I'm done." That's it. Like, you don't say one funny thing. You don't acknowledge anything. Like, he just came out and waved and left, and then made Keenan be Bill Cosby.
Well, all you have to do is a voice like this, and you talk about yellow pudding and
No, I watched that sketch 1,000 times. No. We filmed that in June. Don't show that.
I think we talked about it on another show. It's like, but he'd been doing Cosby since like all that. So it's like, hey, Keenan, we're gonna take away your one thing because this guy's awful.
And there's a line in this scene that I never heard in TV edits, and maybe I'm wrong. I wanted to see if you can catch it.
I just love it. It's Babar. Remake Babar. We're remaking everything. Remake Babar the Elephant.
Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock in the first Dr. Dolittle. Yes, no. Eddie Murphy totally like didn't find Chris Rock, but put him in like a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Rock was in New Jack City.
New Jack City.
Yeah,
it's like a ballet or something like that. In that
No,
movie?
he played a crackhead in New Jack City. But his first movie is
The first one I saw him in was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like,
I love that movie.
playing this character.
Yeah,
What can I get for
like, can I get a rib?
Let me get one rib.
One order. No, one
How much you spit
rib.
in my hand?
All right, fuck the
that
cut.
what
Put it
they
in my
do?
hand for a dime.
Do you not sleep with your bathing girls? I do. And
Yeah,
like-
no, that was in the USA cut.
Oh, they cut it out of
The only thing that they cut out was the actual bathing scene.
Oh,
Soya Royal Oats.
dude, he's the king of cartoons. Look at that fucking hat. Oh man, if only Zemeckis would make a Babar film. Disco Hero, what are you doing? Katamari Damacy. Jar says James Earl Jones looked like his jaw could unhinge at any moment.
Samuel Jackson, I don't think he's in New Jack City. I remember Chris Rock, because Chris Rock is definitely a crackhead.
He
in
plays
that movie.
some kind of junked out character real briefly in Remember Remember that?
Sam Jackson?
Yeah, doesn't he get shot in the head?
Stax.
Yeah.
He'd be late to his own fucking funeral. Pow!
I remember him playing a crackhead though, in anything.
He was a little bit of a drug addict in True Romance. He's like barely seen in the Drexel Gary Oldman sequence.
Right, right.
Look, if anybody, one of you guys are a prince and you're thinking of going to America to find a queen, maybe don't. Even though one just happened. This literally just happened in real life.
It actually happened in
Meghan
real
Markle
life. Fuck.
was yeah, like this literally just happened. That's coming to America too. It's Prince Harry coming to America to find Meghan Markle.
The cat on his shoulder's just sleeping, right? So, yeah,
Queens.
not spent a lot of. Did you live in Queens for a little bit?
for a little while.
Okay. And what is that? The Concorde supposed to be like a Concorde plane?
It looks like it.
All right, so right now, well, I'm on video. I was gonna say I'm kneeling right now, but I'm not. But I am in spirit.
Yeah, I'm holding a piece of carpet to my knee. We don't want people kneeling during the Monday night movie. Just get it. Just get him out. Just stay in the kitchen. Sam Jackson played a crackhead in Menace to Society?
Damn, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, me neither. Dude, see if you can recognize this guy. You know you're an '80s kid if you recognize this guy. Sam, do you anybody in the chat? I wish you could give a prize to somebody. Oh, Nickelodeon kids especially. Oh yeah, Billy Matt. There was a TV pilot starring Tommy Davidson, and his name is Jake.
Shit, he does look familiar.
Anybody in the chat, come to the table. We're losing Jake here. Is he? Fluent LaGuardia is already there.
This guy, he's not a comedian that's still like working today, is he?
No, but he sort of stopped being a comedian and started being a fitness person. If you remember Body by Jake,
Yeah.
it's super vague, but it's like during about 4 years in the '80s, this dude was a fitness guru.
What is that? I can't read the name. Stenfield? What does that say?
Body by Jake
Steinfeld.
Stenfield. Yes, John H. got it. John H. Bravo. Bravo. You officially lived in the '80s. The least desirable body ever. Do you want your chin to go all the way around your face?
So, Donnie, I agree with you to the most part, except Reggie Watson's in this movie. And if Reggie Watson was in this movie, Arsenio would be the MVP of this movie. But Reggie Watson fucking owns.
Reggie Watson?
We'll get there.
Okay. Mighty Sharp. God damn it. And I meant to say it on 30-20-10. I don't know if I did. This is not a Christmas movie, but it's snow in New York. So,
right.
'cause I think it's like February, the shittiest time to be in New York. Featuring the Mr. Show brass section.
Yeah. And I think the 80s was probably like the last time you could be a working saxophonist.
Open up the trailer for Lost Boys, and we're done.
Yeah. That's it.
If only that still happened. It still does. New York is disgusting.
This is the best part of the
6
movie.
minutes of it. I'm going to be quiet.
There's Cuba.
Cuba going to do...
That's great. He's arguing with himself.
Okay. You're right. Chris Clay was a better rapper.
Motherfucker. For years, I didn't know that was Eddie Murphy.
I didn't know until the credits.
Whoa, Dave Rudden popped in to represent Queens College.
Okay.
Hey,
Dog.
Dave.
There.
What's-
I still think this is the basis for Luke Cage's barbershop.
but so that's so we
With
talked
fucking
about
Frankie
this.
Faison.
Yeah, Frank
Oh, shit.
Faison. But we talked about this when we were recording VGA one of the times. That is literally a black barbershop. Like,
Yeah.
that is what a black barbershop was. If you guys listen to Motor Sound, I talked about.
I am an
when-
expert.
When I talked about the when I went to the barbershop and the guy was arguing about glutens, and then one guy just randomly at the end of it was like, "Well, I don't give a damn. If it got all the glutens, if glutens make my food taste good, damn it, I want food with all the
I want all
glutens."
I miss you too, Diamond Dog. I love this shit.
So that was
Well,
that's so that line's all improv. That was not a written line. That whole scene is all improv.
fantastic.
Oh, who is he? I reckon it.
It looks like South Park guy. South Park.
Isaac Hayes?
It's not Isaac Hayes, but it looks like Isaac Hayes. I'm not sure who it is. I don't think he's anybody.
Wish I could look it up right now.
Oh, what a nightmare.
And I
So
love about-
like, our buddy Aaron just came back from Italy and had that. He had a couple of stories just like that. Because what was he ordering?
I don't remember. Is this about the sandwiches?
Yes.
I don't remember what he's ordering. What he was ordering, but I think like this asshole Italian waiter said to him, he's like, "Oh, your stomach, you look like you could handle a lot of sandwiches." Or something like that.
It's like your stomach is used to digesting most of these sandwiches anyway, and like or something like that, and like and then walked away. And Aaron was like, "Oh." John H's Frankie Faison works in 12 to 15 years gaps, and I love him. Coming to America, to The Wire, to Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, because he's like the police commissioner in The Wire, I think.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite lines.
Yes!
Fuck you. Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite line in the movie. No one yells like Eddie Murphy. Ugh.
Welcome to New York. Fuck you.
You dumb fuck! I should have put that on the fucking soundboard.
With like I don't know, a close up of that guy.
My Nash.
I don't know how you do this movie. Like, they want to do a sequel. I don't know how you do this movie in 2018.
I mean, Diana predicted it'd be his son doing the same thing because only Crocodile Dundee do you have the proof that it doesn't work the other way around. You in Crocodile Dundee, she comes to Australia. It's so weird, and he goes to New York, and then
Right.
she goes back to Australia, so she's the fish out of water. But like, you're not the funny person.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
it has to
he-
be
he
like
was in
Tiffany Haddish going to Zamunda.
All right, I got it. I literally have
Oh,
to hear
God.
I have to hear the
All right.
song. I have to hear the song. Just. It's the perfect ad. It's the perfect ad in a movie. It's just, oh, it's so great.
We should do a laser time about that. The best ads in movies.
Yes.
Oh, oh God. I love his excuses here.
Oh, there they go.
Joe Louis is 76 years old.
Beat Rule Lewis's ass.
It's the only character I like by Arsenio Hall.
Man, you ain't meet no Joe Jack.
So who is that guy? How did he get in
So
this movie?
he's the bit actor, one of Eddie Murphy's friends.
Okay.
Who got to roll the movie? That's his only role. Is that character?
Clint something? What's his name?
I forgot his name.
Wait, that's the only movie he's ever been in.
No,
this
no,
is.
no.
No, this is the only role he has in this movie. It's just that.
Oh,
character.
okay.
Yeah.
So I thought he looked familiar.
This is still a funny gag to get Eddie Murphy the fuck out of the barber chair as he cuts his own hair. And Matt is asking, I hate to say it, but all I know about hair relaxer comes from this movie.
All right. So
Activator.
So Activator is a lot.
Trav, how accurate is any of this?
It's really greasy. So my aunt who passed away like 3 years ago, she had a Jerry curl until the day she died.
Really?
Yeah. So
A lot of couch covers, I'm
a
guessing.
lot of couch covers. A lot of a lot of things black women do is the hair bonnet thing when they go to sleep.
Yep.
Keep your hair moist.
I mean, my grandma did the same thing.
So like yeah.
His Jedi rat tails.
So I tried to grow a princely lock when I was younger because I wanted it as long as Eddie Murphy's. After like 3 years, my mom was like, "No, we're cutting that shit off," and she cut it off. So I thank my mom every day for that because I had a rat tail. I shouldn't have had it.
Soul Glow subsidiary of ExxonMobil. I don't know if we're entering a fucking problematic territory. I'm going to stop asking questions about Activator.
So that is Mike Tyson's ex-wife.
Robin?
That is Robin Givens.
It is? That wouldn't stop most men.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
This would turn me on.
I used to park in real life.
Yeah, if only she had an ICP tattoo, so she doesn't see one.
I don't feel like I see twins.
She looks super familiar.
So I think that's supposed to be Tracy Ellis Ross. She is in Girlfriend. She's the mom in Blackish. But she's Diana Ross's daughter. I believe that's Tracy Ellis Ross. I could be completely wrong. So this is
Get ready
very
for some
problematic.
transphobia. Woo!
This is very problematic. So yeah. I don't think
Although I remember we had a field day with one of our friends dating someone who looked exactly like him.
Yeah, I don't think
that?
it's supposed to be.
I'll tell you off my.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be Arsenio as a trans woman. I just think it's supposed to be an unattractive woman. But again, it's a bad joke. So we're getting to my favorite scene in the whole movie, which has,
Connor Wade says Eddie would be used to this.
When does that come up on 2010? What, 2 or 3 years?
I think so.
I just remember, so, again, this is not my joke, so please, I apologize in advance. There was a Living Color joke that they used to do song parodies. So Tommy Davidson, as Michael Jackson did a song parody, goes, why, Eddie Murphy slept with transvestites? Why did he do it that way? Like, that always has been in my mind without knowing what it was till I got older. And I was like, oh, that's a funny thing to sing. Now it's not.
I know that in Living Color black and white bit from Tommy Davidson too. Like when I hear the song, I'm still a virgin and I'm 33.
Yeah.
Even Madonna won't have sex with me. I hear that.
So I know you're not a huge fan of this.
No,
character,
it's just that
Chris.
like
I love this character.
it's every
so much.
black preacher character I've ever heard in my life.
It's every black preacher I've ever been around my whole life.
All right. You would know, but like the movie Booty Call, and I hate to throw the Booty Call card out right now because it's
Yes.
so good. Bernie Mac plays the preacher character. You better watch how you talk to me, son. It's awesome. It's the fucking funny.
Hey, Sammy,
all
I'm
the all the goddamn preacher people I knew, black and white, were intimidating as fuck and
Yeah.
kind of mean.
There's a difference.
And, like-
there's the mean Baptist preacher, and then there's the one who does a little song like this.
I want
and then
your
they'll-
money.
And then they'll sing.
I
a
never
little
noticed that
bit.
until the last time I watched it, that Soul Glow was presenting this.
Yes. All right, so remember I said Reggie Watson is the only great thing about this? Reggie Watson's coming up right now, which is my favorite.
I miss Bernie Mac too, John Wiggles.
I'm very happy to be here. But Randy Watson.
Sexual chocolate?
Sexual Chocolate. So before the song comes up, I did karaoke, did this exact same version, just like this, at karaoke, and did the mic drop. Own Serenity or Watson. That boy good. Good, terrible.
See, like, that's unrecognizable Eddie Murphy. I could see him in the barbershop character.
I almost had to ask you.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's why.
But he's doing Eddie Murphy's voice. Like,
No, but that's why I think
Eddie
he's so
Murphy's
fucking
voice.
good. That is very Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
This is almost exactly his stand-up voice.
But how
Yes.
did they make him look different? Is it a prosthetic nose or what? It's not just the hair?
It's the cheeks and the gut. Actually, they made him look fatter. Oh, good news, guitarist! That haircut's back in. Dude, every kid in the '80s had to sing this song at their fucking elementary school.
Now, did you guys have Victory Over Violence in
No, what's
Tallahassee?
What's that?
All right, so in Jacksonville, we had this thing called Victory Over Violence. So, like, we would sing songs like this because it's all about victory over violence. I actually had to do a rap in the auditorium. Like no shit. Like 5th grade.
You want me to give you a beat? You can do it again?
No, I can't remember it. But I had to do, and I was like, I told her, I was like, really? Now, I didn't go to a school where I was like the only black kid, but
Not in Jacksonville.
yeah, it's like, I'm the only black. No, there's a lot of black people in Jacksonville, but yeah, I had to do a rap in there.
Oh. We're coming up with the 10th anniversary. It's the deaths of Bernie Mac and Isaac Hayes. Fuck me.
Has Bernie Mac been dead for 10 years?
Yeah, about that.
It's just so nonchalant. I love it. Mr. Randy Watson. Monday Night Movie for Norbert Wynn. I don't know, man. He does it the earth.
We've already passed the 10th anniversary, so it'll have to be the 20th. Stay tuned in 8 years or so.
Are we past the 10th anniversary of Norbert?
Yeah, we talked about it. I know we talked about it in 30-2010 because I have to Photoshop all those dumb images.
With Lucretia.
Yeah, by the way, the daughter on the left is the one he should have gone for.
Yeah. She was into him, and she's like the hotter one.
Yep. Just saying. Hot Coming to America take 30 years later. That's the one you wanted.
Fucking Eric LaSalle.
Kayla says, I
Oh,
really
the guy
hate this
from
one.
ER. He was like
Yeah.
on there for. I'm sorry. He
Eric
was on.
LaSalle?
Yeah, he was on ER for a while.
Yeah.
One of the surgeons. I can't think of what else he was in.
I think that's
Sunshine
really
State.
about it.
He's the movie shot here, Sunshine State. I think he's in that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
wait. Thinking a different person.
Wait, when does Recount come up? Has that already come up?
I don't know. I
What,
don't know
for
how-
30,
So here's the reason
Supposed
why
to
I
look
want
at,
the Florida State. The Florida
Yeah,
State
when does
one.
it come up? What do you mean in like 30, 2010?
30,
or-
2010, yeah.
Now, because I ran into, I briefly got to talk to Kevin Spacey and Bob Balaban at the airport when that was being filmed. So I'm thinking that was probably around 2008, to be honest. Maybe
So,
2009.
I want to ask Kevin Spacey and Dennis Leary, what was it like? This could be a super colloquial joke, so don't laugh. Don't even pretend to, anybody in the audience. What was it like to have an argument outside the Fourth Quarter Grill?
So
What did they do?
one of my shitty friends, because the guy's bad. He's a bad dude. Was in that movie, and that's the reason why I brought it up. Yeah, he was in that movie. I think it's like the one acting credit where he like kind of floundered out.
I'm pissed because like I haven't gotten the background of any movie. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, I tried. I sent multiple applications. I followed up. I wanted to be in the background of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Last thing I did in San Francisco.
Okay.
Let me be in a Marvel movie forever. But like they rarely ever shoot a fucking movie here, and so next time I'm gonna pull out all the stops.
Yeah,
Like fucking
Yeah.
Facebook campaign.
I think it was pretty easy if you wanted to get into the crowd scene at Recount. You could
'cause
do
it
it
like
around here.
300 people in the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed it, and so did most people. It was on HBO. Like,
Yeah.
What year would that have been? 2000?
What, the actual thing that
Right
happened?
before 9/11. McDowell's. Let's not forget McDowell's.
Yeah.
He explains to us.
But they've got a golden arch. We've got a what is it?
We got two gold arcs.
Oh yeah.
John Davis is so good at this fucking movie.
He's low key like the best actor in the fucking movie. Good time, right?
Die Hard 2.
Yes.
That's where I was trying to place him.
He's in Die Hard.
He is the sort of not false flag, but the general, the guy who gets sucked into the airplane
Oh, and the
engine.
little barbershop guy is the little
yeah.
barbershop guy in Die Hard 2 as well.
Yes, that's where he is. That's what I was
Yes.
trying to remember. But yeah, he what is the actor's name?
John.
What, that one right there?
Yeah,
John
the
Amos. John Amos, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
John Amos.
Louis
he's-
Anderson there in the background. Yeah.
I'm Louis Anderson. Please don't get me on the
Oh
crowd.
no. That's not a Wayans. Don't get excited.
Which is surprising, right?
It was a little exciting.
But Eddie Murphy got Damon Wayans his first movie role in Beverly Hills Cop.
He might go down in history, be like, he's not the Hulk Hogan of acting. He like any funny black dude who's coming up is like, yeah, be in my movie.
Yeah.
This will be fun. I want to say that is a dated mop bucket. I was mopping floors in like 4 years, and they were all yellow buckets after that, and have been ever since.
Well, that way you can put the caution sign up there.
Right. Or
So
you just
people
leave,
don't slip and fall.
you leave it there, and it's just a living caution sign.
Who was your friend that worked at McDonald's that opened the pancake mix by throwing it on the floor,
It was
like throwing
me,
the
that was
bag?
me and Steve.
Who is the
It's like
friend?
throwing
and
the
shit
bag on the
Steve.
floor so it would
Yeah.
bust open and then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
And
disgusting.
then spit it in anyway.
Jesus.
Remind me never to go to McDonald's that you work at.
You have enough reminders to never do that again.
Hey, Whack Arnold. Somebody mentioned.
Oh
it.
man, this kid spit my poison.
Whack Arnold's is a good pool. Whack Arnold's is it's so great.
Eat at McDowell's.
Whack Arnold's is tearing this family apart.
It's like I'm helping out my communities. What was it?
Of course, I've seen Louis Anderson's cartoon Life with Louie. I just hate this voice. Billy Mount. Ugh. Wow. Jar says, I'm a Subway janitor and know those buckets are still very much around. And I apologize. Been working at fancy eating establishments.
Wasn't there also a Roseanne cartoon there,
Yep.
Matthew Allen?
Little
Yep.
Rosie.
Little Rosie. Think of Hakeem. Also, there's the Damon Wayans cartoon, Wayne Head, which is actually not bad.
I'm not sure if I believe you. It's no Sea Bear and Jamal.
It's no Sea Bear Jamal with the. I can't do a good tone Loke, and I was trying to. It would have been bad. But
Gonna
yeah,
eat somebody. Oh. She hates him already. I'm telling you, go for the other sister.
whoever the saxophonist is,
He's a great
he
keyboardist.
he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking.
There's a little Radio Shack love for people can still remember that.
Radio Shack Love.
A lot of heavy D on
This is
Wayne
how I
Head.
want to walk down the aisle, by the way. Make sure to get this
With
music.
logo. Let your soul. So I've actually been looking for prescription glasses that are just like the one that Eric has, like those single lens.
Hope that made it on camera.
Now, ladies and community, should I get a Jerry curl?
Yes! What are you waiting for?
I haven't had my hair grow back, but
Oh.
should I get a Jerry curl?
It's our $20,000 milestone. You do not talk to white people like that.
Look at that! Look at that fucking environmental asshole straw. Yes, I have your plastic straw.
I have to
please.
imagine Louis Anderson's in this because he's friends with Eddie Murphy. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason. I was like, there's no way he has lines, and I always forget he has lines. Like Louis Anderson has lines in the
He
movie.
has one of the best lines.
Yeah.
This week I was on the floors. Next week I'm on fries. Like, it was such a good line. Kanye West quoted it.
Oh, the fucking suction cup Garfield thing. I could do an 80s movie highlight of those things in it, led by LA Story, where he keeps it on the back of the car. The suction cup Garfield was everywhere.
I remember. Well, this is 1990?
88.
No,
88,
yeah.
sorry.
I will say, you guys are older than I am.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Boomerang.
Yeah.
Sorry, I messed up the time.
No, I'm saying, you guys are older than I am. Like, is that like, because I remember them, but like they were going out of style, because like it was like 92, 93.
Yeah, thankfully nobody in my family ever had one.
Yeah. My mom really hated Garfield growing up. So.
I used to read it in like second grade or something, and it's just
Who's that
terrible.
wonderful maniac in our community who's chronicling every Garfield
Oh, that's
cartoon?
my good friend Jesse from the mod team. Yeah.
Ah.
Jesse, every day he's going 30, 40 years back and doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's another improv scene right there. It's another improv.
Yeah, that's like basically the co-star in Die Hard 2. I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that.
We talk about the NX Skywalk or whatever.
Matthew, are you guys older? Yes, you guys are older than me. I'm youngish. I'll be 32 in like a month. I'm not young yet.
Yeah, that's mad. Hey, Trav, are we older than you? Because you never stop reminding us. When we're all 70, you'll never be able to lord it over our heads anymore.
I still can do that. You ain't never meet no Dr. Martin Luther the King.
I love the story he makes up about it.
You got to go through her papa.
I want to see the rest of his shirt so bad. It looks like he has a fish on his sleeves.
No, it's just like one of those. Like, you never seen like older black guys who wear like those weird button-down shirts that have like those weird pattern tones on it.
I just want to see the rest of it so I can get a sense of it.
They're like probably like vertical stripes or something like that.
No, I don't. It's more than that. It's more special than that. Jesus. Mark Calzer says, my brother's pushing me to pick a hotel near Disney World. Can someone please tell him I'm watching Coming to America with guys from Florida? God!
Tell your brother don't get a hotel in Orlando. Go to Altamont Springs. That's legitimate advice.
Altamont. That's all just like one big city there to the
Yeah,
north.
but
out.
it's cheaper if you go to Altamont
Yeah,
Springs than
it's
if
got
you
more of a
go to
drive to the
Orlando.
theme park, but yeah.
Stay off the drugs. See, he doesn't have like the Louis Anderson voice, like everyone. Like I'm Louis Anderson. Like it's just like, hi, I'm Louis Anderson. Like,
I'd never heard him before this movie.
yeah. Also, the soundtrack fucking slaps, and it's so great.
Yeah, shout out to this dog. It's actually in a lot of this movie. Every time we're in this scene, the dog does something awesome.
You know that dog's probably dead in real life by now.
Where's Dave? Here no,
Yeah.
Dave was here a second ago.
I'll do it. The dog's dead. Yeah, that's low key really creepy too. Like you know, just like I'm gonna send this girl who's I know dating somebody. I'm gonna send her.
There was a viral post about like like somebody put on Facebook about a fast food worker and a silent stalking secret admirer kind of thing. Like, yeah, it didn't occur to me until like just now that like secret admirers do not fly anymore.
No. Yeah, no.
God, did that ever work? Sounds terrifying.
It couldn't have worked ever, right?
I don't know. Maybe if you,
I don't see how, but
maybe you find the one girl who hasn't had advances thrown her way every day for her entire life.
Maybe like, if she had like she was in a really shitty relationship, like an abusive one, maybe.
Oh yeah, here it is, my fucking escape clause.
Like she's really is the more attractive sister. Like she seems like the more fun.
Yeah.
Like
she's younger, her clothes are better. Come on.
It's terrifying. Yeah, it is terrifying. I can definitely see. Yeah. So at this time, not to bring sports into this, at this time, Chris Mullin would have been playing at St. John's. Chris Mullin is a...
Look at the size of those shorts. That's disgusting.
Well, the Fab Five of Michigan hadn't happened yet. That's when they started doing the longer shorts.
Everyone's tucking in their jersey. This is grotesque. Phoenix Suns aren't purple.
Well, it's not Phoenix Suns. It's St. John's.
It's at Phoenix. It said Knicks versus Phoenix.
Yeah, it's probably on but it was a St. John's game that they're at. They're at MSG. I think this is the hand job. Yeah. This, I don't think was on USA. That's racist shit, right? Like, it's like, you racist motherfucker.
I'm surprised it's not Louis Anderson saying it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Short so short, you need a hairnet, says Stacy Pro.
Oh, you know, I know why he's not with the other sister. Well, I don't exactly. But if you look back, especially movies in like the 80s and 90s, think of any Denzel Washington movie. He's always, his leading lady is almost always a comparatively much like lighter skinned black lady.
Yeah.
And so look at Eddie Murphy. Of course, he's got to go with that lady. I can only speculate what the psychology is, but
I didn't want to bring it up.
It happens in Boomerang too.
It happens. Yeah. So it happens not only in Boomerang, but a different world, like Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet, and then it goes to Whitley. But like, man, I'm blanking on the girl comes in the next season.
Cree Summer?
Not Cree Summer, but the other new girl comes in the next season, who is darker, is the more attractive one, and she's the more fun one, but she is the one that they don't put anything on there.
I'm probably going to go out on a limb and just blame this on white people or something. I don't know.
It's a coding. It's a coding in movies. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's...
So, I've had an experience like this, and this was at the PAX where I met you, Chris, in 2012. When somebody like heard my name was like Turbo Bison, like, oh my God, you're Turbo Bison. And I was like, I am literally nobody. What are you doing? That same PAX, I did a Seder. I did a Seder for somebody. They're like, you're on this podcast. You should do a Seder. I was like, okay.
I know that's not John Witherspoon. I just want him to be.
It's not.
God, okay.
That guy is an actor in something. I forgot what though.
Those cameras were all over the place.
I know him. Oh shit.
Xena, I'm gonna get you sucker too.
No,
shit.
it's
if you were black in the 1980s, you were in I'm gonna get you sucker.
I feel like almost like it was like a horror thriller movie or something. What the hell was he in? Oh shit, it's gonna bother me a lot now.
Yeah, I literally forgot where he's from. He's from stuff, yes. Turbo the best. I'm not Turbo.
Hey, who's that? I can't read that. Mentioned Die Hard too. John
Wagos.
Exactly right. One of the first scenes in the movie where Bruce Willis gets in, like, I think, like a fight with a guy in the baggage area behind, you know, the, not the baggage claim, but like the where all the suitcases go behind, where all the bags get processed and all that shit, the conveyor belts, all that stuff. He gets in a fight with a guy there. His name's like Cochran or something like that, and like it's the part where, you know, the general guy, points a gun at his head, and he's like, "Next time the chamber won't be empty or whatever." Maybe it's been a while.
It's been a while. But Die Hard 2 is not.
I'm certain his character's
John
name
Wilkes
was
claiming it's the same.
Okay.
Is he also the guy in Bad Lieutenant Port of Call?
I did not see that one. That's the Nick
Fucking
Cage one?
great. Yeah, it's great.
I mean, that's why I didn't see it.
It's a Werner Herzog movie. It's fucking great.
I'm going to say this. No girl was like, you know what? You do a really good job at mopping the floor.
Sit and talk to me for a bit. Yeah, there he is. Nick Fury.
Have you heard about the stick of objective?
I yell better than anybody else.
So here's how I picture this movie. I picture after he gets arrested in this movie, he joins S.H.I.E.L.D., and this movie is canonically in the Marvel timeline.
I see. Doctor Strange is right overhead.
He meets Brie Larson like in 2 years after this.
He's like 90 feet away from him.
Sorry to disagree. Peak Sam Jackson happens in the 1990s, but this is definitely Samuel L. Jackson playing Samuel L. Jackson right here.
Yeah, no, like peak Sam Jackson is Julius from freaking Pulp Fiction. That's peak Sam Jackson.
This is
right around
post Amos and Andrew and.
Who is this motherfucker? No one curses as well as Samuel L. Jackson. Say Marasser's pizzle.
Okay, shit.
Canonically, that guy watches head tie.
I mean, Chappelle's show was so like hit or miss, probably more often misses in my opinion. But I love the Samuel L. Jackson beer commercial.
Yeah. Get you drunk.
How's it taste, motherfucker?
I agree with you. I think it is a lot of hits and misses. I think the reason why it's so loved because the hits are so good.
Yeah.
Like people are just like, oh my. Like I don't particularly love the Rick James stuff. I think it's good.
I think Dave Chappelle is that great. Like he makes everything fucking funny enough.
But he's got that one writer guy, or had that one writer guy on there, Neil. Yeah, I think he probably fucked that show up a bit.
Yeah, Neil Brennan's not great because he's also the writer of like
stand-up special.
Does he have a
the 3 mics? It's on Netflix. It's worth checking out for real. Yeah. Man, look at that fucking front projection television. Holy shit! Sorry.
I think probably cost like $3,000 in 1980s dollars, weighed 5,000 pounds.
So this isn't a real black home because there's not like one of those weird like prints of a lion and like a weird. It's like it's not paint, but it's like one of those obsidian like backgrounds and like gold. Ink or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Like if you have been to a black house in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't have it.
I remember.
It doesn't have it. Like every time I go to my uncle's house, he would have that or like a predominantly black country's flag, but not really one from Africa, like a Jamaican flag or like something like that. Like
there you go. It's right.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yes, exactly like that.
So now it's a real black household.
Now it's
even though they have fucking Sunday cups like hanging upside down in their kitchen.
My dad has Sunday cups like hanging out in the kitchen like that.
That's ridiculous. I don't have that many whiskey glasses. I have way more of those than Sundays.
The last time I went and visited my dad, he had a bar, and I was like, "Why did you buy a bar?" He's like, "I just want to drink at a bar." And I'm like, "Okay."
And I'm guessing that guy on the right is a producer.
It has to be.
He's reeking of somebody's friend. Enjoy, Horseshack.
Pretty sure he's a football player.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's like,
Refrigerator Perry's at the party.
Oh,
it is a Black Panther.
With a mustache. With a six-pack on his neck. Everybody wants a person to take charge. Trust
Yeah.
me. I have to plan everything here. It sucks.
Hey, here's a little pro tip for you people out here who are dating somebody thinking you're going to get engaged. Maybe you ask ladies to engage, be engaged before you do this.
I love the gray curl, man. That's fucking great.
I don't get that laugh. Like, that's a funny joke. I want that jacket.
That
though.
jacket is
It's
astonishing.
a really good jacket. Again, it's something like Mark Curry would wear. And my aesthetic is like Mark Curry.
Is there any more beer over there?
yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes, Jerry Curl Juice will do that. If you
I was
said-
around in the early 80s. I remember. I remember asking my parents questions like, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Question to the black dudes, me. Do you shave your mustache low? Does it naturally go that way? I don't know. I want to ask. It doesn't sound or feel racist. So my hair naturally curls because I'm black and I have naturally curly hair.
Me too.
So when I do my mustache, it doesn't full out. Like I'm jealous all the time of Eddie Murphy's mustache because it's really thick. Mine doesn't do it; just it thins. But it just gets
looks
really
like someone
curled.
sneezed pubes onto your lip.
Kind of. But there was a time where I didn't shave for like 6 months and it got really thick and it was awesome.
I've
And
seen
then
you with a thicker beard than that.
yeah, like I can do it. It just takes a long time.
Yeah, I didn't grow any facial hair until probably like my late 20s. And
What?
just- yeah. No, I mean grow it out. You know what I mean? No, it was growing, but I didn't know what it would do, and then I just grew it out, and because I started working from home, I was like, holy shit, it actually grows all the way out. Like, and you know, everything connects. It's also like gray as shit too. I had no idea.
But it's distinguished though. Like if you have a gray beard, it's like, hey, this is distinguished.
I appreciate it. But I've had it for like a decade now.
Yeah.
Or
Chat
something
is
like that.
delayed and just Kayla going, oh, the couch. That shit like dries up in a second.
It does. Just like Gilligan. It goes in the island.
Let's go inside, outside. All fab.
You know, she could have just said no. Like if she
Right.
says no, it ruins all of this. You had facial hair before you left grade school? I am sorry about that.
Yeah, I did. My fucking awful yearbook pictures show it. It's disgusting.
Is that
disgusting.
is that the whatever mustache?
Yeah, it's like I look like an undercover cop in 6th grade. It's
Just that hair lip.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris needs a beard or at least a plastic Groucho mustache. Thank you for not specifying I needed the nose, Stacy Pro. Oh, please. It's not the most inappropriate 80s courting technique we've seen in movies. Right you is, Mark. Right you is.
Also, pro tip: maybe don't mac on someone who just got engaged at their engagement party.
Well, it depends on how bad you want it. Are you that
I
much
guess.
of a better suitor?
Yeah, I guess. It's like, well,
That look is something every guy's. Yes, yes. Wow, John Wigo says I had a full-on Dumb and Dumber bowl cut. Lloyd Christmas bowl cut in my yearbook photo.
well, like I said, I've had a rat tail. I've had a fade for a while in the '90s, and then
Girl.
I don't get it. Okay, but then I had the Kenan Thompson twist for a little bit. And then like where my forehead is and my hairline is like right here. So when I had an afro, it still looks weird because I have my afro, but my hairline's like back here. So like you can see what I'm thinking, and also I have an afro.
It looks like the horizon of when the sun comes up.
Exactly. It's a nice little drop off.
I'm pretty sure I had a rat tail in like kindergarten or something like that.
Parents wouldn't allow me. I was so mad at them, and now there's so many things I want to thank my parents for. Thank you for not letting me come to school dressed in camouflage like the other Florida kids.
Our friend Aaron had one, I think, all the way up to like middle school before he got it off, and his mom like tied it in like a bow and kept it like in her dresser or something. Shit, should I say that? Never mind. Fuck it, it's too late now.
It's out there. No one's met Aaron yet.
That's you will.
Love this. There's the spaghetti pot from every burger joint. This is secretly showing that no one who ever worked in this movie worked in fast food. So one, you'll do all of those all the time,
like
and
Louis-
never make assistant manager.
I feel like Louis Anderson is like the Martin Freeman of Black Panther. He's just the white guy that doesn't really further the plot in any way at all.
It's like we need to have a white guy in here.
Doesn't serve any purpose.
Yeah, City Hall should call him Conqueror at some point. Nice burger Conqueror. John H. had the biggest afro in school. He misses picking it.
I do not miss picking an afro at all. It is
You
not
have to pick an
fun.
afro?
Yeah, because like so, how black people hair is it knots up really bad, so you have to pick it all the time and put.
When I grew my hair out, I have very curly hair, but I had to brush it, which made it bigger, and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, it sucks. Like I used to have. There's like a photo of me and my mom.
No,
like
no.
my mom's combing my hair and pulling out gnats, and like sucks.
See, this I love. Dream apartment. I want that fucking Trapper Keeper hot tub so goddamn bad. It looks like something from the Double Dare obstacle course.
Oh, you're coming to your house.
Well, apparently, I rented Coming to America, which means Sarah is watching our live stream.
Okay. I had a baby bowl cut until 2012. Then I switched to a more Ryan Gosling, James Corden look.
I'm jealous for your white bread fucking jeans, Connor Wade.
Yeah,
I could never have one of those pretty boy haircuts ever. The best I can do is what I'm doing right now, the short John Turturro. That's what I have going on. Look at that lightsaber light, man. This really was classy. But look, the thing there is the thing the guy had in his bolo tie. Does that face have a name?
I don't know.
Call
It looks like the thing that
call yourself black.
It looks like the thing that Killmonger broke into. Okay, yeah.
All right. It does.
You got me.
I was with you watching that scene today. The,
Where
when-
Killmonger grows
yes.
in, and he's like, "Yeah, I want that one."
Yeah. It's not yours.
I had two buddies in college who lived together and had a hot tub in their apartment in the living room. can confirm, creepy as fuck, and not cool at all. I think if you
Take off your clothes and watch some TV with us.
if you have a hot tub in your room, I think you're a breeding ground from STIs. Like you're just like, hey, you're going to get something when you come in this.
We would go to Tahoe, living in San Francisco, because it just never gets that cold, and you get in a hot tub, and like 5 people in a hot tub for an hour makes this weird people soup that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And this lather that can only come from human beings. It's so gross. Oh, sweet. Here's why this is a connected universe, I think.
Yes, this is it. This is the scene.
Oh, too soon. Too soon, Eddie Murphy. Unbelievable.
Jesus.
Never forget.
Unbelievable.
Never forget. Already forgotten.
So he gives them a pound of cocaine.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned earlier the Trading Places cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was me. I said
Oh,
it.
sorry, I didn't hear you say it. I saw somebody in the chat say it.
Oh, yeah. Post-credits tease for Trading Places, too.
I don't know how you do it too. Like Lewis and Valentine are on a fucking like island together.
But yeah, these are the rich assholes Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd bankrupted in
Yeah.
Trading Places, also directed by John Landis.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I never want them to have a fucking redemption arc because they're racist. Like they literally say, and I'm sorry, like caution for ears. I don't want to say a naughty word. They literally say, "I'm not giving my company to a nigger." Like, so I don't fuck them. They don't get a redemption arc.
Well, what kind of company was it?
It was a stocks company.
Was that the bathroom scene in Trading Places?
That was the bathroom
Yes,
scene.
I remember
Yeah,
that because
'cause
I'm just like,
in the bathroom.
just drop the N bomb. They drop the N bomb and the dialogue and the way that you kind of only do in the '80s. I feel like in a movie.
Yeah, like
So,
I
it's
saw,
like,
I, saw
wow.
it, I saw that movie originally on USA. Then I bought the VHS, and I was like, "Oh, this is a funny scene." He's like, "I'm not giving my company to him." And I was like, "Oh, fuck them."
Disco here said that legit made me angry when I realized who those people were. I know it wasn't supposed to be. It's supposed to be a funny thing that like real comedy nerds got.
Yeah.
These are the same characters. No mullet phase for me, Stacey Pro. Sorry.
You never had a mullet phase.
Did I?
You remember you grew that shit out so far that like the weight brought it back down to earth,
Yeah.
and it looked like just a curly ass mullet.
That shit was disgusting.
Yeah.
And then I bleached it halfway through, and it looked even worse.
Ah, that's
Grew it up
right.
for
I was
another
wondering. I'm
year.
like, I didn't think
what?
it.
You had a bleached halfway, like Diamond Dallas
That's
face,
real bad.
mullet?
Like thinning front hair and like it was awful.
Yeah, I mean, it was
It
it was getting there to like Kenny Powers shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was real bad. But I wanted to try and grow it out while I was single and then dating someone who wouldn't break up with me no matter what I did or wanted her to.
We went swimming one time and it just kind of pulled it all back, and I was like, man, that's some intense hair. Like,
Well, I would get out of the shower and show up to work and just at a restaurant and just like it was Florida in the 2000s. Bag it. I just got that like every time I walked into work with wet hair. Yeah, like fucking yeah. It was like part of the decision to leave. Like why the fuck should I be called the F word for having long hair?
people said that to you when you came in to work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like-
patrons or what?
What?
Like patrons or
In like 2004, 2005.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just curious. You never mentioned.
Oh, I
it
thought you
before.
meant like people on Patreon. Like I show up on a stream.
Look at this
Yeah.
John Wheelgoose says
10 years before the
Bastard.
podcast,
Like,
the time
Oh,
traveling
yeah.
Patreon.
No, it happened all the time. The Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were the people that patronized the restaurant.
Yes.
Not time traveling patrons from Patreon.
Or I'm lying. Get to the bottom of it. We'll talk about it next week.
That's disgusting, Chris.
It is.
You should have did cornrows.
It is.
I always get.
No one ever said that to me if my hair wasn't wet.
Right,
But when it was wet, I would get like. I sort of look like Bret Hart, like coming out for
Yeah,
a show.
yeah.
That's what my hair looked like.
I always like get not weirded out, but I don't understand like the white guy cornrows thing. I don't know if that's like I know it's a Rasta thing.
I thought that was a utilitarian thing you do with hair, and like if you don't have to do cornrows, never do them. They're like really hard to undo.
So I wanted to do cornrows, but Buddy Lewis did cornrows for his whole life until like he realized to be professional you can't have cornrows. But I've It sucks because like you're.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it sucks because your hair is like tight, and then you have to do this thing. Like you ever see black people do this thing? Is that their head hurts and you can't really scratch
Yes.
it.
You can't scratch it.
I had
seen it in
two for a
traffic.
little while. Like, take them out. This sucks. And Matt Allen said Italian curly mullets are dope. Look at the brother in The Wedding Singer. You mean Carbone from fucking Goodfellas? The guy froze in the freezer? The fucking guy who sued The Simpsons? For... I'm Carbone. Oh, yeah. The second hottest Patrice after O'Neill.
Yo, did anybody talk about the fact that she broke into your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's like, yo, get out of my house.
She probably just told John Amos she knew him.
Probably.
Jar says, I got embarrassing white guy, weird braided dread once. I admit I listened to Korn.
Nah, that Jonathan Frakes does like enable you to go get white guy dreads.
God, I love New York. Just want to say that right now. Ugh.
This is really New York. You're in a bit shocked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, why don't you shut up there?
I turned Hall into 2 syllables. What are you going to do about it?
You're not the boss.
Yeah.
Jonathan Frakes, I don't know. Jacob Frakes, whatever the guy, the lead singer of Korn is. I have no idea.
I can't remember. You did say Jonathan Frakes. I'm like, Commander Riker? I was like...
This imagine Commander Riker is the one who goes to...
Oh, his job sucked.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what his name actually is?
I think I was close.
It is Jonathan.
Somebody on the comments, please chime in when you hear this.
I know he was in a show.
I know he directed Thunderbirds. That's also Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan Davis.
There you go.
Davis?
There you go.
Yeah.
Connor Wade got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Connor Wade's the biggest virgin. He named everyone in Korn. Love you,
For the
Connor.
for the longest,
Neptune.
I thought Buckethead was in Korn. I was wrong.
No, you're thinking of Fielding.
Yeah.
No. or Head. Head. I wish my parents pressured me to marry a rich person.
Make things easier.
It really would.
Yeah, it's a real shit.
I love it.
Fuck you.
You dumb fuck!
I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. It's that guy. That caption.
It's time for King T'Challa to come back to America.
That's like the diplomat Mercedes Benz of like the fucking 1990s or late 80s.
Yeah.
Really stiff flags, though. I don't know what happened to them. Look at this Slipknot fucking Deftones corn conversation we've created in the chat.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
Hey, look, my interest wanes the longer you get into Coming to America 2. Because we lose all the main characters in the comedy, the side characters in the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hope Eddie Murphy falls in love.
It's the worst part of the movie.
Yeah, that's not going to help what you're walking on, buddy.
Frankie Faso, that's who I met earlier. Oh shit. Just kicked it up a notch. I do hope that's a fake line.
I'm sure it's from props, but it might not be fake.
No.
No, cool.
You're right, Donnie. It's to see Mustafa wearing a fucking lion.
Oh shit, I didn't even put that together.
What? Frankie Faison was in Silence of the Lambs?
Shit, who would he have been in that? I can't remember.
Probably an FBI. I know it starts with Starling jogging at the FBI.
Somebody's gonna tell me, or I'm gonna look it up in the next second or two.
What's that?
Who Frankie
What
Faison
else?
was in Silence of the Lambs.
I don't remember.
I get
that
caught up
at
in
all.
shit like this anytime somebody
Yeah.
puts that forward.
Look at all those VHS tapes in an awesome rack.
What is this?
I'm trying to see what movies he has. God damn it. I want to know so bad.
They're probably all like
Probably
action.
Eddie
like,
Murphy movies from Paramount.
Like, what is this? 48 hours? In another 48 hours?
And who needs 10 copies of The Golden Child?
No, he's in Silence of the Lambs. He's Barney. Who the fuck is that?
Bonnie!
Hey, your little friend. You gotta go get curries.
Hey, Freddy said he could smell your cunts.
There's multiple MIGs. Did he throw some sperm at you? I don't know. That was
He's
pretty disgusting.
also in
sorry.
Hannibal? Oh, holy shit. For real, John H.
God damn it.
I knew. John H. Why didn't Eddie Murphy make his own barbershop with 3 cast members? I'd watch the hell out of that.
Barbershop is a fine film, John H.
Is it? I have not seen it.
It is. It's a really. The first one's really good. Second one is. The third one is worse, but the first one's a fine.
Making me watch John Goodman's Flintstones on Monday Night Movies as Connor Wade. I would love to. It's dependent on the people in my life at this point. Like, no one wanted to do it in San Francisco.
I've never seen it.
It is surreal.
So,
it is crazy.
I like that movie. Again, Kyle MacLachlan in that movie, so I'll
Halle
watch
Berry,
that. Halle Berry.
Kyle MacLachlan was in the Flintstones movie?
Yes.
He is the
He's the
bad
bad
guy
guy.
in the Flintstones
All right.
movie.
Weird.
Rick Moranis plays Barney.
John Goodman, Elizabeth Perkins, Rosie O'Donnell, like Elizabeth Taylor's like last role, Jonathan Winters,
Yeah.
like old timey actors.
It's an okay movie. It's
Richard Mole, Night Court's bull, is
Yeah,
is in the
it's,
movie.
it's
weird.
It's no Viva Rock Vegas.
Yes, he received his Sports Illustrated burger phone.
Every time I see 80s movies, I always wonder if they had like the sneaker phones and the burger phones. Like, were those actual real things that people actually got?
Yes. The sneaker phone I saw and the football phone was everywhere.
There's also a beauty shop. Beauty shop is not great. Yeah, that was not a good one. But I mean, it's fine.
A lion bit his jacket. Ugh. This would be so much easier with cell phones.
I think I should buy a lion like that and walk around.
Just don't buy a real one.
It'll be a faux lion.
Okay.
Wink. Faux.
What? Jane Krakowski from 30 Rock plays Betty in Viva Rock Vegas?
I thought the only movie she did was like Open season 2.
The Roger.
The Roger. Yeah.
Same year as shit, man. Same. Somebody just butted this place.
What is that comment about Robert Baratheon?
It's in Viva Rock Vegas is Fred Flintstone, Robert Baratheon.
Is it?
I
don't know.
I
Caleb
thought
said yes.
I don't believe you. I can't. I can't even. It wasn't Hagrid? I thought it was Hagrid. Oh. Oh, God. See? That dog's awesome in every scene.
I can't think of like Robert Baratheon actor doing anything else other than like the whore is pregnant. Whatever. You know?
Barney, don't touch my pebbles.
Oh. He used a 1 there. Is that a New York thing in '88?
Ooh. So he's in Jamaica coins.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite kind of music. The oh shit! Don't let anyone mix
Beethoven
up.
has diarrhea.
Oh no! Did the McAllisters leave a kid at home?
That's great.
Uh-oh, Daniel Stern is drinking pee.
Great dog acting.
Leaves the dog out in the cold.
I know.
And Charles says, now this is officially a sitcom.
Yep.
Whore's divorce.
Hey, who was divorced? Was that from that Andrew Dice Clay movie?
God, that looks good. I'm starving.
Oh,
What
really?
are those? Oh,
Baby, we.
You are like 20 minutes away from my jalapeno ranch chips.
those exist.
I brought them.
Yeah,
I had to
No,
get them because I
thought
was.
you were joking. Like, oh,
No.
They're upstairs.
No,
Could have brought them down here.
Yeah, me and Sam had some watching Black Panther.
Tim Walker says the Ropers, quick, Jack, pretend to be gay. Three's Company reference for everybody under 30.
Jack, what are you doing? I can't do a good Don Knotts.
Jack, what are you doing?
What's going on in here?
Wait a minute, it doesn't look like your cock goes in boys' butts. You look like you like Madonna.
Well, wait, you're a straight guy staying with two girls.
What? Why are you looking at them titties? Jack.
I also don't get why she's upset. Like, he's rich.
He lied to me.
Technically, he did. Well, yeah, he did lie. I was saying technically he didn't lie. He just didn't say what was going on.
Hey, that's right. You did sound kind of like Jimmy Stewart there.
Hey, Jimmy
Stewart.
I don't know who that guy is, but I guarantee he's like 3 one-man shows. That's fake rain for you. Gets you every time. Matt Allen says, "Wait, I had to step away. Where did the Incredible Mr. Limpet come from?"
I fucked a fish. I am a fish.
I dreamt I was a fish who was nearsighted. Had to wear my glasses underwater. I'm doing Jimmy Stewart now.
I know.
Yeah.
No, just a goddamn minute, TL. We gotta talk about this, see?
No, Andy. I ain't trying to be a fish. When they make me a fish, I gotta be a fish in this movie, Andy.
Not a bad time. Jesus.
Did somebody make a crack about Madonna?
I think they meant in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I missed
But
it.
we're getting a little sick of it, Sam.
Well, there's not that much left. It's almost over.
No, you and your anti-Madonna show.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
We gotta talk about that. Donna's a national treasure.
You
She appeared nude like 20 years ago. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
I get it. She made a sex book and she probably fucked Dennis Rodman.
Heel Hauser is cut from the same cloth as Don Knotts. He was. I'm a giant gay TV personality, like Don Knotts.
Wait a minute. I'm not a giant gay TV personality. I just am a sheriff in Mulberry.
That movie would get annoying as fuck after like 5 minutes. You know it would.
Matt Allen said, "Now I'm mad we won't have a movie with Don Knotts and Jimmy Stewart.
No, you don't want that.
The best
You
odd
don't
couple."
want-
Like, no, that's the positive couple. This place is filthy. I agree.
I agree,
Clean
Don
up. I know. Being of sound mind, I'm spending my money as fast as I can. The bumper sticker on the door.
Ah, she's so boring.
She does. She's
She
in
would
the-
be like, she'd be like the person that would post boring Instagram posts. And you'd be
Right.
like, I guess
Don't you just live for tacos?
Monday motivation.
This watch along is taking a turn, says Johnny Lucas. Yeah, Don Knotts-a-thon. See, comedy gold, says Matt.
So the other thing that doesn't get talked about is that John Amos totally like cucks his wife from underneath him. Like that's
He is willing to like arrange a marriage and
he's-
sell his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Did you roll your eyes at the queen of a country? There he is.
What's going on? Just every scene is just.
I think that dog apparently went to like Italy for like 3 weeks to study being surprised for this movie.
Well, she's this shade, and you're this shade. You just gotta be the shade.
Show the dog one more time.
So here's the thing: they've been on 2 dates.
Yeah.
They've been on literally 2 dates. You don't know if she's probably racist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if she's really bad with money.
I like
been
long
on-
walks on the beach and sunsets at night and Confederate statues. I love them. Again, ladies love it.
Was she just horny the whole time? It was just like
He
I
looks
just
right at the
want
camera. I
fuck.
love it. Marbo's famous appliances.
I mean, you could take this umbrella. You don't have to go.
Yeah, I'm just reading what Matt Allen
Tries
said.
to
and
jump the subway and gets killed by like 18 fucking traffic cops.
I was reading in the comments, and I remember you making this comment before. Like, this movie does kind of fall off in the end, like
I hate
a lot
it.
of comedies
It's,
do.
I hate it.
it's a bad third act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now it's just like, it's not a lot to look forward
There's
to
a
now.
rewarding ending, but like at the end, it's like it is so. People keep calling it the third act of a sitcom, but it's also half an hour.
Yeah, I know.
It's the
still,
length
like,
of a whole episode of a sitcom.
We got about 14 minutes left till the end of the credits, at least.
We ain't watched to the end of the credits, Sam. We don't do that in Monday Night Movies.
Whatever.
Then a Marvel movie. We're not waiting for the next coming to
You
America.
don't want to see the ending where like Thanos comes out. It's like I've now come to take.
No.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's like, I don't feel so well.
It's the raccoons from the Great Outdoors tying that universe into this. No, it doesn't happen either. Throw.
What? Okay.
What did I do to you?
I just picture that worker.
Hey, leave Cameron Esposito alone.
I said this worker with those fucking blacks over here on my train yelling. I'm trying to go home. Like, ooh, world star.
I'm totally predicting a world star. Oh.
Because we've been on 2 dates. This makes no sense.
Tim Walker says, I've heard a million ways to die, and the West is the most guilty of this. it's not just the third act of that movie; it's a half of the movie. The first half is like a funny Family Guy, and then it just gets very serious.
And then it's like, hey, what if Seth MacFarlane dated Charlize Theron?
Right. Post-credit scene is Thriller. Michael Jackson is Nick Fury. Says Nick Cage. Hey, he did direct. John Landis directed Thriller too.
Did I tell you about the Michael Jackson initiative?
We're tying things back to the bonus time.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. I think John Landis's like first feature film was this bizarre movie that I've seen.
Schlock.
Like, no, I think it's Kelly's Heroes from like 1970 or
With like
something.
Don Rickles in it.
Yeah, and Donald Sutherland. It's one of those movies I saw when I was a kid, so of course I saw it like a million times. It's like a comedy action World War II movie.
Yeah, like
It's
a
really,
comedy Dirty Dozen movie.
Yeah, like that. I've seen it like a million times.
Really
so it would come
old.
on. Yeah, I mean,
Those-
yeah.
all those descriptions.
Oh, it's
just lost
and
everybody.
Clint Eastwood. Sorry. Yeah.
Who are these
Yeah.
people on the bus who are like, oh yeah,
I
what is your idea?
I
on
trust
this?
you, off-duty clown.
I know. Ask her to marry
See
you.
you next Wednesday is a John Landis inside joke. It's in every single movie he directs.
All right, Jamie
Okay.
Lee Curtis is in that movie. Well,
No, it reminds me of the multiple personality thing on the subway train from Mr. Show. Like, ask her to marry you. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask her to marry you.
That was Jack Black. Man, she looks so much like the
the grandma from Family Matters.
I was gonna say the lady that she's like walking down the street in Die Hard 3 and sees Bruce Willis with that fucking sign on.
Yeah.
Oh, and scowls at him
Yeah.
right before the guy goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I love
God,
that.
have you done that from one of that movie? You've done a commentary.
Sorry.
No, it's like one of my favorite movies ever.
You've
and,
not done
and,
that?
and Die Hard, is that next week on 30 2010?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't plan 30 2010.
Yeah, but you watched it.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I mean, I do a lot of. No, Die Hard 1 is not Die Hard 3.
Because
we have to talk about Die Hard 1. I'm talking about like 12 hours. I'm going to have no time to watch it. I've seen it 1,000 times. I'm fine.
yeah, because like we should totally do Die Hard 3 as
John H.'s Kelly's Heroes is
a
definitely not a John Landis
Hold on.
movie.
Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't think it is either.
Okay,
So-
sorry. Where did I get that from?
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys.
I didn't see Die Hard 3. It's something you guys talked about it on one of your 500 podcasts you do. And I was like, okay, I want to watch this movie, and it's fucking great.
Which one?
Die Hard 3.
Oh, it's amazing. I love Die Hard 3.
It's fucking great. But to be fair, I didn't see Die Hard 1 till 2014.
It's still my favorite Die Hard. More than one. There, I said it.
Yeah, 3
There, I
is
said it.
way better
Where
than
the
1.
hell did I get that idea from? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
What's that?
Let me look that up. Shit, I must have been thinking of some other director when I was looking this stuff up weeks ago when we were watching this.
Carlos, we've been back since like 9. It's like 10:53. Where are you at?
Yeah, come
Where
on, come
are
on.
you,
Carlos, fuck you. Fuck you, guy. Die Hard 3 is the best summer movie. It's fair game on any hot day.
So is Die Hard 3 the best Christmas movie?
Oh, I'm sorry. He was an actor in that movie.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I don't know where I got the idea that he was a director. I know what the hell part he played in, and I'm looking at it right here. Sorry about that.
He was also a Muppeteer.
I stand corrected.
It's not in our hands. The girl doesn't know. Everything the light touches is yours.
Flamingo Cocktail's making fun of Sam. Laser is an acronym. Laser is an American gladiator.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
Laser an American Gladiator or
And John H says that old lady is credited as Harlem Woman. That's a pretty dope credit.
No, at least my
Woman.
facial
is that a-
recognition's okay.
Yeah, I said T.L. Foster. Can I just be called Harlem Trav?
I'll do it. Whatever you want to be called. The
I was
king
also-
of cartoon.
I was also thinking to take a play off of Forrest Whitaker because again I watched Black Panther today. The Last King of Duval.
Scotland?
No, Last King of Duval, which is a very Jacksonville reference. For you Jacksonville people out there listening,
Oh,
You know.
1 to 0 of you. Howdy.
there's dozens of us.
You were the guy.
No,
You're
there's
here
like,
now.
There's like three. There's like 3 Jacksonville listeners.
Look how mad he is to be married. Oh, something for the ladies. They did it.
Oh no, it's someone who looks a lot lighter and taller than the girl that I was originally supposed to date or marry.
Real talk, this twist is dumb. Jar.
This whole, like the last 30 minutes movie is dumb.
Yeah, but then everything after this is great.
Yeah.
Good.
It's 80s music because it has a synthesizer.
Yo, we're
Royal
shooting this
Wedding
movie in
theme
front
song.
of us.
Royal
Small
Wedding
world.
theme song.
Disneyland.
Sorry, Chris. I fucked up your rap. All right.
That's freestyling. Everyone out there, hail Hitler.
What?
Everyone's
yeah,
going like
wait,
this.
wait, where do we
Everyone's
get
going like
there?
this.
Yeah.
Wait, was his dad up there the whole time and you never noticed? That's stupid. Oh, please.
See,
fart.
he literally cucks her in front of her husband. Oh, that's
Please fart in her face. Ours. Madge. That's an old name.
John Amos.
Love John Amos.
Sherry Headley.
That's Headley.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy in our
thinking
City
of
Hall
that before.
bumping in front of a bunch of other people in the credits.
Vanessa Bell. So yeah,
Vanessa
she was
Bell.
on
Something made me think of Blazing Saddles earlier today. Like, that's Headley.
Paul Bates. I hope he's alive.
I hope she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want an Emmy, yeah.
Sheila Johnson.
Feather.
So yeah, Garcelle Beauvue she was on the Jamie Foxx show. Frankie Faison, Jake Steinfeld,
I'm Jake Steinfeld.
Vondi Curtis Hall. I was
Yeah.
trying to piss me off till I figure out what he's been on. Samuel L. Jackson, Donna Mecci, Ralph Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Someone's complaining about the titties. That was like the beginning of the movie. Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
RB.
Robert.
Somebody
the
walked
titties
in
were
late.
at the beginning of the movie.
Someone walked in late.
That's the soup. Aha.
It's like every joke my grandfather told me. It was beautiful. Mwah. But you don't do whiteface. I don't think Eddie Murphy should work again. I don't. You don't do that. You can't
So
play.
the justification-
Somehow I'm okay with it.
Yeah, justification was
No.
so in the feature I watched, the justification was him and John Landis came to the idea together because John Landis was like, "Hey, there's so many Jewish actors
Yeah.
in the early 20s
who
would do
all play black
blackface.
guys. Let's
Why
get a
don't we
revenge.
just do the inverse?"
All right.
And
Like I said,
yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Extremely ugly girl, Arsenio Hall.
See, it's not a transgender
All right.
joke. She's just supposed to be unattractive.
All right.
And
Don't go to bat that hard. It's a bad joke. You can retire.
It is a bad joke.
You don't want to stand
Based on
on
Cutting
that
Room Floor,
mountain.
Jim Abrams.
What do you know from Funny a Bastards to Flamingo Cocktail? Nothing. But this is still one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies.
Absolutely.
And I
it's
thank
great.
everybody for joining us. Seriously, thank you so much for the folks who stuck it out. Much appreciated. We're gonna do this one more time at least in later this month, right?
It's fine by me.
Yeah. All right,
time.
folks. We are out of here.
Patreon.com/PNB.